Well, welcome everyone. My name is Joanna Bernard, and I am the CEO of the Madawaska Economic Development Corporation. I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to present our project here to you today. I will begin with a little bit of the history of the corporation, followed by some information on the Grey Rock Power Center and the process of leasing, if anyone's interested in leasing. So a little bit of the history here. The corporation was founded back in 1995 as a non-for-profit. It was inactive for 11 years. It was on the goal of starting up businesses, and the development up there was unrealized back in 1995. So it was dormant for about 11 years. And then we revised it back in 2006. We've had a few band meetings with our band members to ensure we have the support of our band members to revise this corporation. And basically our band members did say, well, we do want the corporation, we don't want the politics mixed with business. So we have a board of directors made up of non-politicians. And it's also to help the stability of the corporation and for any businesses wishing to come to the Grey Rock. In 2011, or 2010 is when we reorganized the corporation. And it took us about 10 years to get where we are today in reference to the Grey Rock Power Center. It took about 4 years to negotiate those ramps, and then about another 3 years for water and sewage agreement with the municipality. And in between that, there was 2 referendums. We had to release the land for commercial leasing so that these leases that you have, and any business wishes to obtain are valid leases. And then also we had to release the land to the province for the ramps, because the land where the ramps are is now provincial land. The Malécite Economic Development Corporation goals will focus on the business development, attracting new businesses, investment, attracting visitors to the Edmundston region, and to work with regional partners. The Grey Rock Power Center is a high-profile location between the new interchange to the Trans-Canada Highway, immediately adjacent to the city of Edmundston. As you all know, we're about 13 kilometers from the border of Quebec and about 2 kilometers from the border of the United States, Maine. Within the 150-mile radius, we have a population of about 180,000 people. So we are strategically located to support most any business wishing to come to the region. As I mentioned, we're 1 kilometer from the Repas Boulevard, which is the major interchange to get down to downtown Edmundston. Edmundston is the major city service for northwestern New Brunswick and has a regional population of about 20,000, and the primary trade area population of about 80,000, who reside in about 34,000 homes, totaling about $950 million annually to all the households. Here you'll see a picture of Grey Rock in 2009, prior to the ramps being put up, and it just was a field or just a big mountain. Come 2014, 5 years later, we have 5 new streets on the development with a truck stop, and inside the truck stop have a restaurant, or actually 2 restaurants, including the Tim Hortons and Pirata. The surrounding attractions around Grey Rock, as we all know, we have a beautiful golf course here in Edmundston, botanical gardens, the snowmobile trails and the 4-wheeler trails. We have a ski mountain, hopefully an active airport soon, and of course museums and festivals that are carried on an annual basis. The businesses that are in the area, we have some quite big ones. Patterson Sign, I believe, is one of the major ones, and Proco, of course, Walmart and Canadian Tire. We have a total of about 450 rooms available in the downtown area here in Edmundston, which is very attractive for tourists. Right now, at the truck stop, at the Grey Rock, as I mentioned, we did have the Pira de la Mar, Tim Hortons, and the Shell, all in one building. And then, of course, the new casino that will be opening, I believe, sometime in the new year. The Burger King, just to let everyone know, it is coming. It's a little late. We'll get it in the start in the spring because of the fall coming up. It's more costly to do it now, so we're going to wait until the spring, but we will have Burger King soon. And then also what's happening this fall is the 55,000 square foot strip mall that will be built. They're going to be starting any day now. And a major car dealership that is also going up to the highway. And hopefully many more to come. I'm working on a few portfolios right now, and hopefully with things go good, I could see the Grey Rock being filled in the next 5-6 years. What does Grey Rock have to offer? Well, when we did the designation for the land for commercial leasing, we designated 300 acres by referendum for economic development. Of those 300, we have about 150 that we will be using for economic development, but we have 70 ready for construction. We have about 25 lots, which range between 1 acre and 15 acres. And we do have very attractive leasing packages with the visibility of from the highway. We actually prepared the land so that it would be visible from the back as well as the front. If you notice, it kind of steps up. So whether you're in the back of the development or in the front, you have great visibility. And also the leases are very attractive. They can go from 10 years to 99 years if you wish to have a lease that long. Here is the master plan of Grey Rock. Of course, this is changed about 3 times since the last 10 years. Things change as we go. At this point, you can see lot 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. That actually is changed. We're down to 4 lots there instead of the 6, with the 10 and 11 lot being combined. So that'll be one business there. And then, of course, you can see lot 1 where the truck stop is. Lot 2 is where the casino is, and lot 3 is going to be our strip mall. And then there's potentially all the other lots up in the back that would bring visibility. And also you'll see up on lot 25, hopefully a potential designated hotel resort kind of thing, maybe indoor water park, something to make our little town of Edmundston desirable to come and spend a couple extra days here in Edmundston. So this is, as you can see, also the zoning. The price of the leases depend on the zone. If you're the highway showcase is more costly than the highway commercial, general commercial. As the further you go back, the leases become cheaper and cheaper. The advantages, so let's take a picture of that. Okay, so you can see Edmundston there. And this is our development as almost as it is today. I think there's a little bit more work done since this picture was taken, but other than that, it's basically, and then you see the beautiful entertainment center and the Shell station. The advantages, back in the, I'm not sure exactly when it was, but Edmundston used to be considered the gateway to Atlantic Canada. It wasn't used for a while because I believe Hamilton took up the title. We were told that Hamilton has dropped the title, so I would like to be able to say, now we are the gateway to Atlantic Canada once again. As I mentioned before about the traffic, the ramps and the best location in the region, very attractive leasing package, 10 years to 99 years, high visibility. the best stop to shop and play and stay in town. The traffic flow, back in 2010 we had a traffic count, and they estimated about 3.5 million cars passing on the Trans-Canada every day. If you calculate that with maybe 2 people per car, you're up to 7 million, not per day, sorry, per year. Nobody corrected me, somebody. That's per year, sorry. That would have been awesome, though. And we believe the traffic flow will increase once we get the 4 lanes coming in from Quebec. The 4-lane highway all the way to Rivière-du-Loup. I believe that should be finished in 2016, so hopefully that will also increase the traffic flow into the Atlantic Canada. Yes, the major location advantage of the project is also we have 6,000 commuters within a 1 kilometer radius. And also, if you can see in the picture here, one of the advantages of the development is we're right across the street from 4 major institutions, the high school, the community college, and the University of Moncton, and the hospital. So these are quite good advantages if anybody looking to have businesses up where people can walk to the services. Employment. To date, we have, this is what it is approximately, well, especially for the last 2, but the truck stop's got about 20 employees, Piedet's got about 12, and Tim Horton's got about 25. And when the Burger King comes in, we expect to probably have about 30, and then when the casino is open, approximately 75. So that's totaling over 150 employment potentially in the next year. With the development, once it's completed, we predict 300 to 400 new jobs. So that's major for the city of Edmundston and the Madawaska First Nation. As Patricia mentioned before, we have a very low unemployment rate, so we are going to need the citizens of Edmundston and hopefully find ways to get people to move back to Edmundston and stay here and hopefully work in the region. So now I want to talk a little bit about the leasing and how that works. If anybody's interested in leasing that property upon the development, the first step would be sending a letter of interest, a letter of intent or expression of interest, just saying that we're interested in moving there and what steps do I have to take. Then I would take that letter and bring it to the board of directors. Our board of directors will make a decision, yes or no, whether they think this potential business is good for our development, and if it is, then I will they bring the letters to me, I bring it to the board, then the board, if they agree, I will submit an application form to the applicant to fill out, and then we bring that back to the board. There is a development manual that everyone has to follow in order to maintain consistency of the whole development, so we're not all over the place in design and just to keep the beauty of the whole development, what's the word, consistent. And then to prepare the lease, between preparing the lease, choosing the lot, environmental assessment that has to be done on the lot, appraisal of the land, and the land survey. This process takes about 3 to 6 months. So if anyone is interested, that be noted that it takes a little bit of time, but in business, we have to cross our eyes, dot our I's and cross our T's to ensure that things are done in the correct fashion so that there's no issues in the future. So what we're looking for, any entrepreneurs, franchisees, furniture stores, retail stores, hospitality and food services, car dealerships, recreational sports stores, factory outlets, that would be really nice to have. There's something like Wisconsin, American Eagle, all kinds of nice things, potentially in a factory outlet. So that's my presentation, and I can be contacted at my office, and Tanya Murray is my executive assistant, and she will be able to direct you to where you need to go if there's any questions. Thank you.